So, good evening, guys. Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of the Gooners. Of course, me and Seb, our one-on-one show where we talk everything Arsenal. I've got quite a lot to go through today, as you guys can see in the title. We've got some big transfer news about Cunha, possible moves to on to sign to come to Arsenal. We talked about, of course, tomorrow's game, Champions League, back again, and overall about Arsenal as always. We've got Seb with us. Seb. How you doing, mate? You're well. Hope you're good, man.
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, man. I'm not too bad. Everything's going well. Just this football club, man. It's his football club every single time. Always seems to disappoint us. Even when you get the hopes up. But yeah, man, it is what it is. We're here talking everything about this club. But yeah, I mean, let's get started, man. I actually wanted to start with a bit of transfer news with this whole Cunha story that's broke today from both Fabrizio and also Team News and Six. We know it's quite reliable when it comes to Arsenal side of things, but Team News and Six has said that Cunha has agreed personal terms with Arsenal. However, he has also agreed a new deal with Wolves, but he's waiting for Arsenal to obviously make that move. What's your reaction to this? Because I thought this type of deal, Seb, right? I thought this was just done and dusted a few weeks ago. When he's come out and said, he's going to stay at Wolves, I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. He's going to be staying for the rest of the season. But now, the player wants Arsenal. The player's waiting for a move for Arsenal. What do you make of Cunha as a player? And do you think we should be all over this to try and get him this January?
Yeah, well, he's a good player and Premier League proven. He's had a good season. He's a player that, this season especially, we've admired. So if Arteta really wants this player, then yes, go and get him. And he's certainly better than nothing, without a doubt, because we really need someone. And it is just so baffling that we're 21 days late, we're only 10 days left in the window. We've not done anything. And this is what baffles me. And when I was on this podcast, people were arguing with me about, it's only the first week. Calm down. What do you expect Arsenal to do in the first week? Well, the thing is, you're not arguing with me now, these people, because this is why. Because if you actually look at our schedule, we had Brighton. Okay, and I can accept maybe not that soon. We had Newcastle. We had Man United. We had the North London Derby, and we had Aston Villa. All 5 of those were very important games. And we've only won 1 out of those 5. It's not good enough. Good enough. And Saka got injured in December. It wasn't like Saka got injured halfway through the break or after the January window. He got injured before it even opened. And we were crying out for a striker then. And we're crying out for a replacement for him then. And since then, Jesus has also gone down. Ranieri's gone down. But it is baffling that we've done absolutely nothing. And it just shows you that this club are not serious. Because when I look at other clubs, look at how much business Man City have done.
Yep.
Aston Villa as well.
Yep, there's another one.
Even Tottenham bought in a goalkeeper because Vicario was out. Even they acted. I'm just like, what is going on? Because it's clear that we needed players, and this season could have been saved by bringing one in. But no, they've let it go to waste and waste and waste. And yet, week in, week out, we see the same old problems. Can't put the ball in the net. Can't put the ball in the net. Can't put the ball in the net. I'm saying it every single week now. But what are they actually doing about it? And then they keep coming out with, and people keep coming out with, but he has to be the right player. We just don't want to buy someone for the sake of it. If not, we have to wait until the summer. No. You buy one in now. The title was there. We were still in the League Cup. Well, we still technically are, but let's be honest, it's highly unlikely we're going to go through. We were still in the FA Cup. We needed signings then. Someone should have come in within that first week, before that, at least before that Newcastle Carabao Cup game. Should have been in. And don't tell me there weren't players available. And now you can see Cunha's available. It just shows you that these players are there if you pay the money and if you're serious and if you're aggressive. They're there. And people were saying, oh, but when I think it was West Ham put in a bid
For Duran, yeah.
for Duran, and then it was so derogatory. Aston Villa were furious about it and they didn't want to deal with him anymore. Well, so what? The thing is, we're Arsenal Football Club. Real Madrid go out and buy whoever they want. They do this all the time. They bully clubs all the time even when they say their club's not for sale, and they end up getting them. Barcelona, look how they used to bully us all the time with Thierry Henry, Cesc Fabregas, Alexander Kleb. And the list goes on. Look at how they used to bully us. That's big club mentality, that. If you so want the player, you pay the money and you go and get them. But this club just don't want to do it. Because don't forget, a couple seasons ago, they were prepared to spend over 80 million on Mudryk. They then didn't get the player, then it went for Trossard. I praised it because it was a good plan B. And it went for Kivior, who hasn't worked out, but that's for another story. And then they were planning to bid at least go as high as 70 million for Caicedo. Didn't get him, and then they went for Jorginho. And that's the only January that we've actually done well in. All the other Januaries, we've done nothing. Well, in his first window, we got Marie and Cedric.
Look how that worked out.
And in the second window, they got Odegaard on loan, which ultimately has actually done well. And then Matt Ryan on loan.
We need a window like January when we had Wenger, when we signed Aubameyang. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's
what we need. Proper signing.
Absolutely. That's a player. If you want the player that bad, they're there. If you want Sesko that bad, pay the money. Not all this loan.
Well, let's talk about Cunha said. And Cunha's apparently going to be worth 80 million this January.
Well, yeah. Well, you can see why Wolves are demanding that, because they're fighting for their lives. Now they're back in the relegation fight after last night. They're right back in it. And we've got them this weekend.
We do.
And maybe I can understand them not wanting to sell to us just before we play them. Maybe that. But at least get terms agreed. At least get the deal agreed. And at least get the deal agreed. And then knowing you, the club will take days and days and days before they get this announced. Like they did all summer with Calafiori and Moreno, who have turned out to be absolute scrubs. And I'm sick and tired of using all this analogy, but this bad season, and why we have to do all this work in January, comes back from the absolute mess that we had in the summer.
Yeah.
And people kept arguing me over this, saying, "Oh, Seb, give Moreno a chance. Oh, the window wasn't that bad." Well, you can now see why, because what we really needed was a proper winger. Not Sterling, who you didn't want. You even came out and admitted twice you didn't want him, and now you're not even using him. And hey-ho, no surprise, he's turned out to be absolute trash. He's not good enough. Should never bought him. We needed a proper striker. We all knew this, but because there was so conned on the way Havertz ended last season, we'll decide not to do it. You got second thoughts, when that is not what you should have done. What they should have done. We were so close to winning this title. And most people said a goal scorer was what we needed, what was missing. And why don't you go out and do it? There were players there. All they did is try for Sesko, but as soon as he turned his back on us and signed a contract, they did nothing else. And don't forget, Sesko did this very early in the window. I believe it was in May.
Yeah, it was.
And you had 3 months and they did absolutely nothing. And I was getting frustrated week after week after week in the window. And people say, it wasn't that bad. Look at City, they didn't do anything. Apart from Savio. Liverpool didn't do anything apart from Chiesa. That's not the point, that's not the attitude. We want to be better than them.
Yeah.
We don't want them to keep being above us. We want to be better than them.
Yeah.
You go out and do everything to make sure you do. And this is why we're having to repair all this mess in January, which they've not done. Not even agreed a fee with anyone. Not even close to signing anyone, apart from Zubimendi in the summer.
And we're 21 days into the window.
Yeah. late. And this is why I was moaning in this first week, because I knew this was coming. This is what happens when people accept things week after week after week. This is what happens.
Well, the thing is, this is what happens in the summer as well. Because we're so focused on getting Calaflori. Yeah, in fact, I rate the signing, of course. Then it was all about Mikel Marino, and then we ran out of time to wait till deadline day of the summer to get a panic buy in Sterling and a cup tie goalkeeper in that, and that was the summer window.
Yeah.
Imagine like this now in January.
Sorry. Neto should have been done early in the window, because Bournemouth already had their replacement in Kepa in ages ago. We could have bought Neto in earlier, and then he wouldn't have been cup tied. Instead, they were too focused on getting this Joan Garcia, when it's pretty clear, Espanyol, well, if you really wanted him, then pay the price. But they were playing hardball over it, and it was taking ages to get done. I don't know why. We're Arsenal Football Club. It's even a disgrace. If this was Man City doing it, they get it done quickly. If it was Liverpool doing it, they get it done quickly. Us? No. Absolute disaster. I don't know whether it's Arteta or these Kroenkes, but I'm blaming both.
Yeah.
Because if Arteta's publicly calling out the board to do this, you had Josh Kroenke at the game at the North London derby. Well, hey ho. Well, you also saw in that game the same problems. Don't let that result fool you to thinking everything was all right again. It weren't. We all know Tottenham are awful, and they're probably going to get relegated this season. But don't let this fool you into the real problem at this club and what the actual issue is. And like I said, we had the same issues exactly this stage last season, which ultimately cost us the title, which wasn't enough. So what they should have done, they should have gone in that summer and bought everything they needed. But this is all coming back to bite us because they didn't. And yes, you can blame injuries as all you like. And yes, okay, I'll admit it's bad luck. It happens. But this is why you have cover, and this is why you have a squad, so you can cope. Real Madrid and Man City have proper players on their bench. Yeah. And we have spent more money than both of them in the last 5 years. We have.
Facts.
So there was no reason why we couldn't have got this. No reason. No excuses. Then all the players who I suggested that we should buy, both in my articles and on these podcasts, I say these things for a reason. Because I do my research. I do watch these things. Yes, okay, I don't know everything about football. No one does. And then when other clubs beat us to these players, or we don't sign these players, they get better and better and better. Look at Isaac. Now he's one of the best strikers in world football. Look at Isaac. He could have been here. Look at that.
Facts.
It's just not good enough. It really isn't. And then now the final 10 days, we're trying to see what we can do. Oh, let's see what's out there. Oh. Well, there's all this work could have been done in the summer. And at the weekend, Aston Villa have a better bench than us. Aston Villa have more firepower than us.
I mean, those three players, their attackers would have walked into our team.
Yes, Watkins walks in, Duran walks in, Mallon walks in, Bailey walks in.
Bailey as well.
Exactly. Look at that. And then no doubt they had a couple chances. Bang, bang. Us, we still missed a hatful before we scored two. Still missed a load. Bang, bang, theirs. Liverpool have a weekend against Brentford. Couldn't break them down. Then they have players off their bench, proper attackers. Bang, bang. What does this tell you? What does it tell you? That's the difference. The last lethal striker we had was Aubameyang. Yeah. How long ago was that?
Mate, three years ago. 4 years ago is madness.
And then ultimately, us selling him, yes, I agree at the time he should have gone. I was calling for him to go because at that time he was probably our worst player and causing a problem. But why didn't we replace?
Arteta said.
Huh?
That's because what happened between him and Arteta. with him turning up to late and
Yeah,
the
true.
latest
But
of
to be
this.
fair, he was on the decline, and I don't think keeping him would have made a big difference. I didn't. But the problem is, why didn't we replace? Isaac was there that
He was?
summer. He was right there. But no, you decided to keep with Nketiah, who wasn't good enough, and Lacazette, who was also on the decline and becoming too easy to play against. Then it ultimately cost us top 4. You see, they don't learn from these previous mistakes. They don't learn from them. They're not. And this is one thing I have praised the manager about in recent seasons. He learned from his mistakes. He hasn't this season. He's consistently playing Thomas Partey at right back when we all could see it hasn't worked. Because he played him 6 times this season at right back. And how many games have we won?
Look at that, 1.
And who was that against?
I'm struggling to think now.
Bottom of the league, Southampton.
Oh, there we go, Southampton, bottom of the league.
And even that game, fans were cussing it, and I was cussing it. Even that game. And let's be honest, he had to take us that game to go a goal down for him to finally wake up. Right, I've got to fix this.
Yeah.
And then you were lucky that they're that bad that we were able to screw that back. But all those other games and he's done that, he's not been able to against better oppositions.
Facts, mate.
It's just ridiculous what goes on. They are not serious, and this is what annoys me. And this is what annoys other fans. And it surely annoys yourself as well, Josh.
Oh, of course. This has been annoying. Like, it just gets me that we just, when it comes to these windows, Seb, I said this yesterday, we never do what's required at all.
We don't.
We never. We always 1 player, 2 players short.
I know.
We've had a rebuild under this manager, right? We spent quite a bit of money. Let's just be real with it, people.
Yeah, he spent loads of money.
And we still have got about 4 or 5 positions to replace, and we still need to fill.
It's beyond ridiculous.
Make it make sense. You don't spend that much money, people. You don't have 4 positions left to fill still.
Exactly. And this is why I question the manager in these phases. This is why. You can't spend that much money and fail to win. Can't. Other clubs would have won things by now. And other clubs have won things, spending less money and going places in a shorter space of time. Look at Nottingham Forest. They're level on points with us, for crying out loud. Level on points with us. What phase is Nuno in? How much money has he spent?
It's facts, bro. It's facts. But just on Cunha, obviously as a player, I think he's a really, really good player.
I think he's brilliant, yeah.
I think, this season, and guys, get your thoughts down below about Cunha. But this season, he's been phenomenal for Wolves, In a very, very poor Wolves side. They've just got a new manager, as you said, Seb, as well. They're currently fighting relegation, but he still, I think, managed to get double digits goals and assists this season. But overall, as a player as well, I've been really impressed, not just his goal-scoring ability, which obviously we were missing, but I think overall his technical ability is up there as well. The way how he drifts out wide at times as well, pretty skillful, really good technical player. I just remember watching him when he was playing with Simeone at Atletico Madrid, and that's when I first really noticed this guy, looking really good. But he's definitely an option there. It would cost quite a bit of money. They're talking about 80 million. We saw yesterday about the Sesko news, 70 million. Gyökeres, his release clause is what, 80, 87, I think?
Yeah, well, if they're willing to spend that money on Cunha, you might as well spend it more on Gyökeres. Why can't you go that extra mile? Why can't you go that extra mile? Why? Doesn't make sense.
There's plenty out there. There's plenty of strikers. There's plenty.
Don't get me wrong, I would take Cunha. But if you're willing to pay 80 million of them, you might as well go for someone better who has a release clause. Like I said on this podcast, there are release clauses out there, left, right, and centre.
Well, there is. There's plenty.
Loads.
There's plenty out there, people. And at the end of the day, I mean, you've got Victor Osimhen, currently Galatasaray, available.
Yeah, Napoli will take the money. And his price tag has dropped. Napoli will take the money, but
his price tag's dropped to like 58 million apparently as well. That's a bargain.
It's a no-brainer. But, Mikel Arteta doesn't like players with egos. Oh, you hear that nonsense? Look at what happened with Aubameyang. Look at what happened with Ozil. Look at what happened with Pepe. Look at what happened with other players with egos. And that's all we'll hear. When the fact is, those players get you over the line. Do I want someone with an ego problem that gets me over the line? Yes, I do.
But you and I both know Ante ain't going to go for anyone like that.
Of course he won't.
You and I both know that. There's players like that who, someone like Ivan Toney was available.
Exactly, another one. Oh, man.
Fabrizio's, this is what Fabrizio said. So obviously the one I just shared a minute ago, guys, that was from Team News and Ticks. I don't know how reliable is Team News and Ticks, but he's pretty reliable.
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. He's not bad.
He's not bad. Okay, so that's what he said. That he's agreed personal terms, but Fabrizio's also came out and said there's a bit of truth in the story in terms of Cunha's situation from now to the end of the January remains one to watch. New deal not formally signed yet, as reported 2 days ago. Clubs are showing interest with Arsenal seen keen, and they're not the only club interested in Cunha, of course. Yeah, he also went on to say the manager, Victor Pereira's post-match words yesterday were also strong.
Yeah, I heard that. I think
he started calling out the body language of Cunha, saying he's not impressed with him.
It's not.
Yeah, which is mad.
He can understand it today, but he won't understand it next time. It was words like that. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, we did agree personal terms towards the start of the window, but Wolves were also working on him to get a contract. That's were the rumours, so it is true.
Yeah. So yeah, there is true story, people. But yeah, I mean, as a player, do you think this Cunha? I mean, he's been in the Prem, been in the Prem for many years. So he's got that whole league experience with him as well. He's got the ability there. I think. Do you think this will be ideal striker for Arsenal, Seb?
I think he'll be a great striker. I think, yeah, I definitely have him. Of course, he isn't my number one, but he's good. He's not a panic, nothing like that. He's a good striker. It's a great striker, and only gonna and starting to hit his prime. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's also a no-brainer as well.
Yeah, if he's available, it's a no-brainer.
People are saying in the chat, "Oh, but he's not got a good attitude."
Doesn't matter.
This is why I said about Ivan Toney. I would have taken when Toney was at Brentford a few years.
100%.
I would have taken him in a heartbeat, man. I would have taken him in a heartbeat. That Ivan Toney, yeah, absolute baller. But people don't want him because of the attitude. People don't want him because of the ego. Because he pissed off Gabriel or something when we played them a few years ago. Don't know what happened. Hey. Because he put that tweet out, Seb, about nice kick about the boys.
Oh, for goodness sake. But let's not forget. When we beat them a year later, a load of Arsenal players, including Gabriel, tweeted that.
Yeah.
I'm like, for crying out loud, just because of a tweet.
Yeah.
If that's your reason why you don't want, then seriously, that's just been silly. Seriously, that's just silly.
For you, right, is when you look at the strikers out there, Seb, obviously we know about Isak, we know about Gyökeres, we know about Osimhen, Cunha now being mentioned. Who is there one for you that stands out the rest compared to the others that you really think would, elevate us to that next level, really take us to that next level, or they for you is it both like you don't really matter, just getting a striker?
Well, of course, I can understand you wanting the high-profile one, but the thing is, we need someone in now because we can't keep waiting till the summer. Because the summers could be even harder to get them. Because imagine how many clubs are going to be in for Isak. It's not only going to be us. It's going to be a load of other clubs. Don't be surprised if Liverpool are there. Don't be surprised if Barcelona, Real Madrid are there. Don't be surprised. This is also what gets me because it's better to do it now when you've got the chance to do it. Because if the longer you wait, the much harder it's going to be. Because A, his price is only going to go up, and B, other clubs will be in there, will be right there.
Yeah.
So this is why you got to get it done. We got the money. Just go and do it. Look at Caicedo when we wanted him in January, couldn't get it done. Look, Chelsea did it. Liverpool were on the verge of doing it. See other clubs come in. When they know your targets, when they know how desperate you are, when they see his ability, they'll come in and rival it.
Yeah, facts. Absolute facts. I'm just going to quickly catch up some comments, and then
fine.
we'll keep talking. But yeah, big up to Yadif in the building, mate. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you guys smash like buttons up as always, and get your thoughts in, man. Get some questions in for us and Seb if you guys want. We can talk about ask them in the chat. But yeah, big up to you, Yadif, bro. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up to Taki. Big up to Cooper as well in the building. Absolute legend there as well, mate. Wookie, big up yourself as well. He says agree in terms with the players only half the battle. We've got to do the rest.
Exactly, yeah. You got to agree with it. It is half the battle. You still got to agree. You still got to go to the club and do the business.
Yeah. Players leaving Arsenal to win trophies breaks my heart. Well, it happens quite a bit. I mean, it happens too much, really, if we're being
way
real.
too much, and it could be about to happen again if we don't start winning anything anytime soon.
Yeah. Moss is in the chat. Big up to you, mate. He says, Cunha holding out as he would like the move. Yeah. Real Madrid stick to secret and do. I don't know what that says. Making stories for the players they want, leaving info and making shit up so they can browbeat clubs to sell. Kuba says, we don't have any money because of crap signings like Havertz, Fabio, Kivior, Zini, Jesus, Marino, and more. Well, this is another thing that people keep saying about, but Arsenal's money's tight and all this. What's happened to the money that we sold in the summer for those players?
Exactly.
Ramsdale, the Eddie Nketiahs,
exactly.
Smith-Rose. I don't know how roughly how much we generated for all of them.
Exactly. Well, we were actually in profit.
Well, there we go then.
We were in profit.
So for me, all this money side of things is bollocks in my opinion.
It's a load of nonsense.
Yeah, we want Kroenke out. Yeah,
coming back to that now. We're going to have to start doing that now.
So apparently, Arteta said we're open-minded to bring back Fabio and Reece Nelson.
Oh, come on.
It wouldn't surprise you, would it?
No.
It's Arsenal do the easy option, yeah?
I know it
does. Do the B-Tech option or just make things easy, yeah? Brush everything under the carpet and bring back what's fashionable, which is bringing back Reece Nelson on loan. Number one, I think he's still injured.
He is
number
injured.
two,
he is
both
injured.
Both of them are not good enough for Arsenal anyway. What are we doing here? It's like, do not be surprised if this happens, though. Do not be surprised.
It wouldn't shock me the slightest.
But yeah, 100%. I think it's talking about the NFL. I think you guys are talking about. We would rather have
Usmanov.
Is that the Man City guy who they just signed?
No, Usmanov. No. Mamouche is that guy. No, Usmanov used to be a board member at Arsenal. That was a very rich man.
Oh, okay.
Kroenke brought him out, and to be honest with you, we all said at the time we wanted him, but after what happened with Russia and including Chelsea's owner, that's kind of broken them.
Chelsea owner Roman was ruthless. Owner.
Yeah, but to be fair, after what happened with him with the Russia all stuff and why he had to go, he did kind of dodge a bullet there in the end.
Yeah, but that's because of what happened in the war, right? That's why
Usmanov would have done this. All those owners had to have gone. He would have gone as well. But
Roman for Chelsea was a proper owner, man.
Yeah. I don't question that the slightest. I would have loved to have an owner like that.
He was like, and saw the whole manager side of things as well. Like if they weren't cutting it,
but don't forget, Usmanov left Arsenal around. It was in Unai Emery's first season. That's when he went. So it would have been a bit late. Yeah. If he'd done it sooner, then we would have got success.
But so he was before Unai Emery or after?
When he arrived. That same summer he arrived, Kroenke took full control.
Oh, I see.
It was later that summer.
And then when did he leave? Usmanov?
It was later that summer, and I don't actually know where he went, but
so he literally got like one season with Arsenal. That was it.
He didn't get one season. No, he was a minority shareholder for a good number of years. He wanted full control a few times, and Kroenke kept rejecting it.
Oh, Kroenke kept rejecting it.
Then in the end, he just said, "Oh, I've had enough." Because Usmanov was an ambitious guy.
Did many of the fans want him to take over from Kroenke?
Yes. Oh yeah, we were all calling for it at the time, but Kroenke kept saying no. He shafted him. And they really didn't get on, those two. They couldn't work together. They wanted to fight each other. It's awful.
Yeah. Big up Diamande in the chat as well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Bayern View, my brother Liam's in the building. Big up to you, mate. He said smash the like buttons up. Make sure you guys, as always, you regulars know my brother Liam by now. Bless up yourself every single time, Liam, mate. Arsenal, yeah, talking about NFL there. I can't lie, I don't know a lot about NFL, so I can't comment. He's acting his film of his life. Well, he is, man. And that's another opportunity that we missed, Seb, a few years ago, wasn't it? You know?
Exactly.
From Sociedad.
Exactly. I wanted that guy.
We've got Lloyd as well. How's it going, Lloyd? He says, what a great show, boys. Appreciate it, Lloyd, every single time, my friend. Our problem is the KSC. The ownership is profit over trophies. It's clear as this team keeps making money, they don't care. Well, that's it, isn't it, Seb? With the ambition, with the standards, it's not about... This is why this manager got a new contract extension. And yeah, it's not all on Arteta, but it's been like this for many, many years, the owners. If we get top four, that's all they care about, really. Is that they're happy about it. Get Champions League money, and that's it.
It's shocking, I know.
You know? It's literally that. So, the only problem is your dusty ass manager, says Liam. Arsenal fans are crying 700 million spent on Arteta. See, this guy's a Liverpool fan, so that's why he's trolling. But yeah, big up yourself. Well, not getting an Alba replacement and a Xhaka replacement is criminal.
It was criminal.
Well, it is, yeah. Big up Drew in the chat. He says, as Conor McGregor once said, who the fuck is that guy? Big up Justin Seven, the regulars. Big up Tune, mate. Yeah, I mean, this play's available, man. Ryan Cherki from Lyon for 25 million. He's a winner. He's a very, very good player as well. My national team actually wants to try and get him because he's like part Italian as well. So he may play for the national. I know he's Algerian French, but he's also Italian as well. So he may play for Italy. But Ryan Cherki is a really good player as well. For 25 million, wouldn't actually mind it, to be honest. But I don't see it happening, Mohamed, bro. Big up to Mohamed as well, mate. Guys, make sure you hit the like buttons up as well. We're, I think, 2 away from 30, so make sure you get them these likes smashed up as well. AFC Life says, hi, Josh and Sebastian. How's it going, mate? AFC Life, hope you're doing well. Do you remember this, Seb, before the Champions League last season? Hashtag pray for Bayern. I mean, we were getting mad.
Exactly. They feared us at that time.
Well, what they did, it's usually the other way around last season.
Yeah, I don't know now. I don't know if they fear us now, but they feared us last year. They really did. They all did.
Last season, they certainly did, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And even their players were coming out saying, this Arsenal team is different, it's scary.
Yeah.
The players came out and said this.
I mean, usually it's the opposite, ain't it?
Yeah,
oh shit! We're gonna get battered 5-1 because of the history of the game, right? But last season, we thinking, you know what, we got a good chance here.
Yeah, then we messed it up in that first leg. Messed it up.
Yeah. Monaco says, I think you meant when Partey played right back against Monaco.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the league.
In the
league, yeah.
Lloyd says the sad part about our team is that we get attractive quality player at a time we didn't have champions. Yeah, that's mad as well. I was thinking about this the other day as well, Seb. Why are we getting better players? Because do you know what the narrative was? Yeah, was now we've got Champions League football, we're going to attract world-class players and all this. Well, hold on a minute, that's a load of bollocks. Because go back to when we was in Europa League, we signed Aubameyang, came in. We signed Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid, right?
Yeah,
like. We signed these players from. We signed Odegaard when we was in Europa League. Let's not forget that as well.
Yeah,
our top class players that we not even playing Champions League football. People, it was before that.
Apart from Declan Rice, he's the only one we signed.
Yeah,
the only really, really top class player, and Timber. The rest, yeah.
Henrique's in the chat. How's it going, Henrique, mate? I hope you're doing well, my friend. He says, "Oh, do you have the script? Cunha will arrive. He'll score some goals. We will be excited." I say, be excited, guys. And we'll go through
a phase. What was that now?
Oh, mate. I think that's when we signed. Was it Pepe in the end? That was
yes, it was that. Yes, it was that summer.
Yeah, I've still got
2019. That's nearly 6 years ago. Nearly 6 years since Be Excited. Oh.
I would say be excited, Josh Kroenke once said, guys.
We'll actually do something about it, and we might be excited. None of this, what you're doing at the moment, shocking.
But yeah, it's madness. It's madness. So yeah, Henrique says then it'll go through a phase without scoring. Sorry, pardon me. Then it'll go through a phase without scoring goals, and we'll once again look for a centre forward.
We don't know that until we actually. We don't know.
The thing is, I do like the look of Cunha quite a bit, man. Overall as a player, you know, he's been in the Premier League. He's been doing it for Wolves. Very, very poor Wolves side. You know, they're in relegation right now. I do think overall as a player as well, he can bring a lot to this team. You know, he'd be a very, very good option to obviously go with. Was Empire right back against? Oh yeah, I think I read that one as well.
I meant in the league.
In the league, yeah, he meant. Let's be honest, Gooners, the Cronkies have pulled a Wenger on Arteta, front man. Yeah, that's exactly that, bro. Because the thing is, it took to get Wenger out, and Seb will know this as well, better than me, of course, because he was more around this time. But it was the empty seats, wasn't it, Seb?
Yes, it was the empty seats.
From
that League Cup final onwards, it was empty seats. Pete Panthers had enough.
As soon as Cronky start losing the money, that's when they think, oh shit, you know, and then they start to act, and that's why I see Wenger apparently left, but I think you said this on the last show. He didn't really leave. He pretty much was
he was fired behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically like that, to be honest.
Yeah, he was pushed. He was definitely pushed out.
So yeah. Forest will peer off as season goes on.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't actually think they will. I reckon they can make a serious threat for top four. And I want to see Rory.
They're kind of doing a bit of like a Leicester.
Yeah, and I want to see Rory. If we don't sign anyone this summer, our top four place could be in debt. It could be under threat because I can see Man City coming back, and
that would be fucking unacceptable.
Because I can really see Man City coming back.
Oh
Forest, if they keep this up, they'll be above us. Because let's be honest, they're playing better than us. Newcastle with the threat they've got, they're on fire. And of course, Chelsea seem to have got back on track, and they're only 4 points behind us. So top four is not safe. It's not. And because especially with the amount of injuries we've got, and if they do not do anything about it, there is a worry that could be under threat. And then, what will they say then? What will be said then? What will be the excuses then? If we dare mess that up.
Facts. Signs in the chat says I was at the game last night and he was shocking. Also, the entire stadium was booing at halftime. I thought that was toxic and negative, Josh. Again, you're judging him for one game, you know, against you guys when he was shocking. Yeah, and part of me thinks he's playing to get him move away. Clearly, the guy wants to.
He might have done.
Clearly, the guy's trying to force him to move away.
Yes, because the manager said his attitude wasn't right.
Exactly. There we go. And clearly, the guy ain't happy at all. So you can judge him off one game all you want at the end of the day, but I'm judging off the whole season what I've seen with this guy in a really poor Wolves side, and he's looked really, really good. So yeah. Arteta is a fraud, Josh, and take Mourinho.
No.
Proven winner, Josh.
No. That man's done.
I know you don't like Mourinho, but he is a proven winner.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it now. The game's gone past him.
I think he has.
He's not been the same ever since he left Chelsea.
I tell you who is available though. Yeah, and Roma looking at him. I said this earlier, Seb. Man like Don Carlo, yeah?
Yeah, well, that's a no-brainer.
Man like Don Carlo.
Yeah, we've said it many times. That's a no-brainer. And
yeah.
He's still winning at the very top.
Bayern View says, David's about to sign a 5-year deal for you guys. That's mad. That's mad, bro. The snake's staying, yeah, Liam. There we go. Also, I saw him arguing with Victor Pereira on the touchline yesterday. Won't end up well. Well, again, because this is why this guy is not happy at Wolves. He wants to move away. He wants to move away, man. So he will be there. Like the player wants to come to Arsenal, clearly.
Yeah, he does.
We just have to act and get this guy now. There's an opportunity there. There's opportunities everywhere. There's opportunities going in front of our eyes, Seb, and we're just missing out on them. Like we did in the summer as well, with plenty of players in the summer. I know one of your favourites was Neto from Wolves. Opportunity missed. Elise, I would have taken Elise. Opportunity missed, went to Bayern Munich. And now this January, you see players like Kvaratskhelia opportunity missed, gone to PSG.
It makes no sense.
I don't know a lot about Omar Mamouche as a player. I've heard a lot of good things about this guy, but Man City have just signed him now. So the players, bro, like Cunha, who want the move to Arsenal, yes, it's going to take a lot of money to sign these players, but it's going to take a lot of money to sign Gyökeres, Sesko, any striker. It's going to, we just have to be ambitious and pay the money.
Exactly. If you want to sign a top striker, then you've got to pay the money. You really do.
Yeah, we got them on Saturday as well, away at the Molineux. So I mean, I think we've gone through that one already, but the attitude side of things as well. Arsenal not winning, are not in this season. That's the reason why we are not challenging or winning the league, because we are underperforming this season. Champions League, of course. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a minute as well. Big up to Oregon Goon in the chat. My brother Dow. How's it going, Dow, mate? Hope you're doing well, my friends. Absolute legendary single time. No, not today, mate. This show is just between me and Seb. It's what we do every single week. So just one-on-one between me and Seb. So no, you can't one of my next shows, bro. I also got bigger fish to fry. I don't have yeah. All that
frustrating. Whoever made that up is just seriously. Whoever made that phrase up is just seriously.
Yeah. More cups thrown in the bin this season already.
Yeah, definitely. You see, again, this is a problem.
Yep. It's madness, guys. It's madness. Big up to Drew. Let's hit 30 lads. So I think we're on 33 now, guys. So there's still 36 you insides. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Guys, make sure you hit the like buttons up. We're literally we're a few away from 40. So let's try and smash 40 before the end of the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. I really appreciate everyone's support. Straight into the channel as well. Sleeper don't win trophies going to Real or Liverpool. Well, certainly he's going to be leaving. Yeah, I agree. Nathan's in the chat. Big up to you, mate. He says we don't buy anyone. The fans are getting to get fed up. Sorry, if we don't buy anyone, the fans will get fed up. Yeah, of course, and rightly so. Groovy, yo, long time no see, my brother. Long time. He says, hey, Josh, bro. Sorry, pardon me. Hope you're well, my friends. It's good to see you again. Big let's go Arsenal. Yes, Groovy, good to see you, my man. And yeah, hope you've been keeping well, bro. Big up yourself every single time, my guy. Great to see you, bro. Big up to Groovy. 115 charges buying players. Why not Arsenal? They're signed about what? 4 players coming in? Man City. They signed a defender. They signed Omar Mamouche. They signed, and they're looking to sign 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, at least 3 or 4. Yeah. See, look at them. They're not messing around.
Yep. Being a bit ambitious, and they're below us as well right now. I don't know what's going on with this club. Does Arsenal really want to win the league, or they're comfortably? Yeah, that's what it is. It's what you said at the last. There is comfortably just. It's fine because we're just competing. That is what it is. This club clearly doesn't want to go and win the Champions League, which we get mocked, and it's sick. And I get sick and tired of it, and we all get sick and tired of it, Seb. You know, when we've got people say, you know, where's our Champions League and all this.
Tired of this.
It's sick, and we are a laughingstock in Europe. We want to go and win the whole Champions League, people.
Got no European pedigree. We've got no European.
We don't. When it comes to Europe, yeah, we're a complete laughingstock. In the recent years, complete and utter laughingstock. When we was at Highbury, and Seb will know this again better than I do, we was competing in Europe.
Yes, we're beating Real Madrid. We're getting to finals.
I remember going San Siro, the 5-1 against.
Yeah, we're beating Inter Milan. We're winning at those grounds.
Yeah, facts. Does Suka play for Zagreb?
Does he?
I've not heard of him before, man. Mohammed. I had a Zagreb fan on today, by the way, guys, but he didn't mention his name, so probably not. Usmanov and Kroenkes were battling for club ownership, and Wenger said Americans the less disastrous option, and Usmanov got in trouble while owning shares in Everton, so what people would want. It would have been a disaster if we would have got what's his name? Usmanov would have been a disaster.
Usmanov. It would in the end, yes. It wouldn't have ended up well, but
big up to Godfrey in the chat as well, mate. Hope you're doing well, Godfrey. Hope you're doing well, bro. It's just big up. Look at his name. On loan to Real Madrid. Love it, bro. Big up Josh in the chat. Big up to you, mate. And Cooper as well with the kind super chat. How's it going, Cooper? Cooper, man. Absolute legend, bro. The kind of super chat there as always. It's just sent a super sticker. My brother Cooper, absolute legend. You guys will know him. Regular to the channel, always in the chat, always supporting the channel as well. Comes on the shows as time to time as well. So my brother from NYC settings, he knows his stuff. He speaks the facts. Big up yourself, Cooper. Honestly, you don't have to do it, my friend, but you know how much it means to me, bro. So thank you so much, Cooper. Absolute legend for that one. Let's get W in the chat for Cooper as always, guys. What's this? There's a comment from Mr. Soliman. Stop using what? What does that mean?
I don't know. Deceitful caption.
Deceitful caption?
I don't know what it means.
What do you mean by that, bro?
No one knows.
What do you mean by that? But yeah, Cooper, absolute legend, mate, for the super chat there as well. Any more comments I want to quickly highlight? Venue says Cunha's an asset for us. Lloyd says, where does Cunha play? If he does come in, and how does he impact the team as a whole? I haven't watched his game to play to understand he fits. You know how it is. You know how it is, bro. It ain't clickbait as well, mate. I literally shared the tweet about his agreed personal terms. So nice one, Boston, mate. Yeah, if you go and watch back the video, then you'll see. Get in the bin, bro. Yeah, trying to call this channel out saying clickbait. Literally, I shared where the source came from and everything. So how's it clickbait? Sit back down. But anyway, yeah, sorry, Cunha, right? In terms of, he's more. I mean, this guy, he can play different roles. That's probably what Arteta wants him the most, is because he probably use him as a winner, you know. But no, he's obviously more as, you know, he plays up front for Wolves, scores many goals. You know, he's very clinical as a player. But at the same time as well, he's got other ability. You know, he can drop really deep. Can drift out wide. He drifts out wide a lot.
The thing is this what we really need? Look, we always keep going on about, oh, Mikel Arteta wants versatile players or a false nine that can play. When that does not win you the league, you need a proper striker in proper position that wins you the league. Look at Salah. Does he get messed around like that at Liverpool? No. Look at Haaland. Does he get messed around at cities like this? No.
Yeah, facts.
That's the difference. That's all he ever wants.
At least your club is going for Garnacho now. Of course, he might. What? We ain't going for Garnacho, are we?
No. Well, no. I saw he was in with Napoli and Chelsea.
I fucking hope not.
He was Napoli and Chelsea. I don't think he's a bad player, but he's not. I'd have him over Rashford, but I don't think he's. But still, nah. I don't think he's a bad player, but he's very inconsistent.
With Cunha, big up to Rory, by the way. With Cunha knowing Arteta will play him as a striker when the guy is really inside forward on left-hand side. Almost like the first two seasons when they played Gakpo as a centre forward. When really he's a left-sided player. Again, this manager will use him in different, because he can play everywhere. I think everywhere across the attack. Because if he can play different roles and all this versatility, he'll use him everywhere. I think. If draws to Wolves, Arteta in. We've already said, me and Seb, I've already said that this manager ain't the guy to take us over the line.
He ain't. No, he ain't.
And if someone like Ancelotti comes available tomorrow, we should be all over it. We should be all over it as well. Yeah, see, understand what they need and they to go for it, and they will. Like I don't know if they win the league title this season, but they'll go on a run again. I think towards the end.
Yeah, they will. I think they'll be either second or third.
Yeah.
Don't read this comment. Don't read that comment.
Arsenal have won.
Bro, no,
bro, that means nothing, mate.
No, don't read that.
They have not won a trophy.
This is silly Chelsea fan in here. Just no. Oh,
listen, they've not won a trophy since 2007. No, they ain't won a Premier League since the TVs were black and white, mate.
No.
You trying to tell us that they're bigger than Arsenal?
Sorry, don't troll us like that. No.
Tottenham are always in our shadow, bro.
No, don't troll us like that. They might be getting relegated this season. I'm not even joking here.
What did the Zagreb fans say? What did the Zagreb fans say about Cannavaro as a manager? He said they're very excited for him to be a manager because he's a legend of the game. Eduardo at the game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, he used to play for them. Oh, by the way, do you know what was the second ever match at the Emirates Stadium? The second ever.
Say that again.
What was the second ever match at the Emirates Stadium?
The second ever match.
Back in 2006.
Oh, the ball knowledge is required, guys.
I know this one.
The second ever match.
At the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
Competitive match, I mean, not.
Premier League, then?
Competitive. No, competitive.
What? So it was in Premier League?
It was Champions League.
Oh, Champions League, was it? Was it against Zagreb?
It was a qualifier against Zagreb.
Oh, and we beat them 2-1, didn't we?
We won, and who scored that first goal?
And then 3-0 in Zagreb, weren't it?
Yeah, that's it. And who scored that first goal?
Who?
Eduardo.
Oh, Eduardo scored as well.
He scored that first goal for Zagreb. And then we came back and won 2-1.
Wait, he scored for Zagreb? He played for Zagreb?
And then we signed him a year later.
That's mad.
It's just a great story.
That's mad.
I knew that all along. Yeah,
I do, because we have played them quite a few times. The one I remember the most is 2016 when they done us 2-1.
Yeah, 2016. 2016 in the group stage. Yeah,
Giroud got sent off, didn't he? And we lost 2-1, and then we beat them 3-0 at the Emirates. Alexis Sanchez had an absolute masterclass.
Yeah, I remember both those games. Yeah.
Tamina, how's it going, Tamina? Sesko is just simply like, there's a price tag with Sesko, 70 million, and that's really it. People talking about, there's going to be a massive announcement with Sesko, but I've heard nothing really about that. To be honest with you guys, so Sesko looks unlikely, and a lot of Ornstein and a lot of these journalists are saying that it's very unlikely to happen in January. It's more of a summer move for Benjamin Sesko. So yeah, thank you very much, Tamina. Appreciate it as well. Big up Liam, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolute frauds. I literally share the source and everything, man. What? It's not clickbait when you actually share the source, people. Yeah, and people talk about Team News and Ticks being reliable. So there we go. Don't take it out on me. Take on Team News and Ticks, bruv. Keep up the good work, Josh. Big up, appreciate it, Tamina, as well. Marlon says he's rubbish against Chelsea. Reece James pocketed him again. His mentality is not there. Attitude's not there because he wants to move away, I think, from Wolves. AFC football, big up to you. What about Sesko to Arsenal? Again, if we want to get him, it's going to be 70 million price tag. His agent, I think his agent already said that he ain't going to be leaving though, unless someone pays that money, something like that, along those lines. Always the face of mugs, always, ain't it? always, man. If Spurs win the Carabao Cup, then Arsenal finish second.
They're not winning the Carabao Cup.
If they did, and if you had the better season, not if it's fucking to them and they win the Carabao Cup. No,
they're not winning the Carabao Cup.
That's an absolute disgrace. But they do have a chance to win before something we do. They're in the FA Cup.
I don't see it. If they were decent, I would say that.
Let's quickly talk about. So that's the transfer news. Let's quickly talk about this, Seb, as well. I'm going to share my screen quickly because I know you do have to get going in a minute as well. So we'll quickly talk about this because we do have a bit of positive news, guys. This whole stream is not about it's not about negativity and this, but we've got some injury updates which are really good. So Calaflori and Wanyeri are back in training. Do you see them starting tomorrow against Zagreb?
I reckon they could get some minutes off the bench, but I don't think they'll start. I reckon they can get some minutes, and this will actually be a good game for them to actually get some minutes off the bench if they were back in the squad, because they're going to need a little bit of playing time after the spell out to get them back into gear. So I don't think they'll start, but they could feature, and it'll be good if we do because we need the squad.
We need them, yeah. We certainly need them. I want to see. I know you don't rate Calaflori as a left back. I want to see him play centre back, man. So
Yeah,
bad.
there you go. Yeah, this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, play him almost like
Good time to do it.
tomorrow and see what happens, because when he plays for Italia, right? He played in the back three, and he looked phenomenal. He looked absolutely phenomenal, because believe it or not, that is the actual position. Is a centre back. You know, he played there at times for Bologna. When he was at Roma, he played as left back, but you know, majority of his career has been a centre back. So for me, Calafiori, playing him as centre back, and you'll see a completely different player for me. On the left, there's such a big responsibility with what Ante wants to do on the left back, with all this inverting, and that's why he gets caught out for me in the positional side of things, you know. But he's a really good defender, people, you know. And he's just he gets a bit caught out because of the whole. I feel like the way how Ante wants to play on the left back, like in terms of inverting all the time. That's why he gets caught out, positional wise. But when you see him as a centre back, people, he'll be a completely different player. And that's for Ranieri as well. We need this guy to replace Odegaard, in my opinion.
Odegaard's been poor lately, but at the same time, he hasn't got a striker to finish his chances. To be fair, he's still creating quite a few chances. He's just not. But also at the same time, he does need to shoot more. He needs to be a little bit more unselfish. He just hasn't been doing that this season. Since that ankle injury, he's not really been the same player.
Yeah, no, that's. I think the injury's caught up on him. I think at times he gasses out as well, maybe because of the injury. But this is like he's been forced to play there because we've got no one else to replace him, do we? Apart from Ranieri, who is now back. So I think Odegaard just needs a few games rest from me, and I would start Ranieri. I think he's clearly ready, people. There's no denying that. I know he's just had an injury and all this, but I would certainly start Ranieri.
I probably wouldn't start him, but I'll bring him off the bench. Yeah.
Whether it'll be too soon for them tomorrow remains to be seen. But for the weekend against Wolves,
oh yeah, well, that'll be a great time just so he can get some minutes in for that game. Yeah, and then have a game against Girona. Then you never know. He could be absolutely firing for City, because that's what we want. That game's big now. Well, every game's big, but that game will be big. Well, every game's big. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, 100%, mate. But just finally, let's quickly talk about tomorrow's game in the Champions League against Zagreb. We spoke about it a little bit yesterday. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow's game, they got a new manager bounce with Cannavaro as their manager. They've obviously a side that have been struggling this season in their league. They're like third place. They're obviously a side that been struggling. I mean, Bayern Munich battered them 9-2. They start the Champions League. They are still in the playoffs position, so a point or a win would be massive for them. And they are feeling confident coming to the Emirates. I had a Zagreb fan on today, and he said, "Bring it on," sort of thing. So, yeah. What's your thoughts about tomorrow's game, Seb, as well, man?
Oh, Arsenal, we should be doing the job against those oppositions, especially at home. There's no excuses. Doesn't matter how inconsistent we've been lately. We should be beating them at home. This is, on paper, when we looked at the draw, no disrespect to them, but this was probably our easiest game on paper when we looked at that draw that came out. So I still expect Arsenal to go out there and comfortably get the job done. These are teams. If we want to have any chance of winning this competition, then we've got to be walking through these teams. We've got to be dealing with them with no problem. Doesn't matter whether we've had a new manager bounce or anything. At home, I expect us to win. No excuses. If we can't, then it's a disgrace.
Yeah, it sure is, man. I think we really are going to turn up tomorrow. I think, this is the type of game, with all due respect to Zagreb, they'll have a go because the bounce, and they'll be freedom, and they'll be fired up for it, I think, of course.
It is very Arsenal like that. We can't break them down. When we can't.
I think it'd be very similar to the Shakhtar game.
Yeah, because that was awful.
That was shocking.
It was awful. It was.
And we're lucky. I think they had that chance, didn't they, towards the end, Shakhtar?
Yeah, they did.
And
we were lucky to
be
get that in the end. That's how poor it was.
That's what sort of worries me. And again, they're going to play a back five apparently tomorrow as well for the first time this season because one of their main centre backs is out. So you know how they're going to set up, guys. You know how they're going to set up, right?
Yeah,
back
we all
five.
know the story. Yeah, we all.
It'd be another team that comes and tries and makes it frustrating for Arsenal. And that's why I'm saying it could be very similar to the Shakhtar game. I hope it's not, and I hope we go and score goals tomorrow because we need a game that we just need to go and score many goals, put in a good performance, get with momentum going. Get some players on the score sheet that needs goals as well. Going into these Wolves games. So I really hope we do better them with all due respect, and we should be doing it. But at the same time, it could be one of those games where we obviously frustrating. Really frustrating because it can happen in Champions League, man. Honestly, you never know. So. Yeah. Quickly, we'll go through some comments and we'll have to get out of it because I know Seb does have to get going. But my brother Liam says Sesko is crap, and this guy will know because he watches Bundesliga week in, week out. So if he's saying it, people, don't gas up the YouTube compilations. This is a guy who watches Bundesliga. He sees Leipzig. He watches Sesko. He's saying he's crap. So, there we go. Big up Liam, man. Well, that's what he says, ain't it? Is he always been stuck in his second season? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Hold on, we're back. Big up to Abdullah in the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well today, bro. This is big up to you, Josh and Seb. Big up to you, Abdullah, bro. Maybe negativity for the happy clappers, but not fans like me. Thanks. For me, will be a bit soon of a game for them to start. I'll say they should be ready for Wolves and their first training session. If they were back yesterday, I would have said yes for them to start. Yeah, I think I said Seb, if they can both come off the bench, maybe tomorrow, get themselves, because Saliba will still be out for Wolves, I'm pretty sure. Same with majority of our players, man. Majority of the players, we're still got injuries, people. It's not excuses, though.
No.
Sorry. Would you lot play him on the right-hand side or in the middle instead of Odegaard? I'll play him instead of Odegaard in the middle. And then you put someone else on the right-hand side. Exactly, bro. Exactly. These frauds saying clickbait. It's mad. Big up, man. Big up. 1 year I'm talking about. Good to hear, guys. Good to hear. So, that is that, man. That is the show done. Seb, thank you very much, my friend, for coming on as always. Really enjoyed these shows.
Yeah, it's good.
Hopefully we'll be back next week with one of these as well. I'm going to try and do this every single Tuesday if possible, maybe around this time. So, we'll talk about, obviously, it'll be the Wolves result after that, won't it? And then it'll be Champions League on Wednesday as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Against Girona. So, back-to-back Champions League games. And I think after that, is it Man City after that?
It is, Man City, yeah.
And then it's the
Newcastle Carabao Cup return leg. And
then we have got the Dubai break, don't we?
A break. Well, we don't know. It's not confirmed yet, but it'll be good.
Not confirmed now.
Not confirmed yet, but it'll be a good time for them to go because I think they could do that.
Thank you to Liam as well for pinning up the new video, guys. Make sure you check it out. Really good preview I did today with Dinamo Van. Really, really nice, humble guy. His English is really good as well, so there's no problem about the translation. But really, really humble guy. Was from Zagreb, of course. Lovro, his name was. So make sure you check it out because he gives a lot of insight into what to expect for them tomorrow. If anyone is unknown about the opponent tomorrow, watch the video, people, and it will really help you guys out about what to expect about tomorrow's game. Appreciate that, Liam, there as well, my friends. Thank you very much for that. And appreciate everyone who tuned in. Seb, of course, I know you said yesterday, but you got art coming out about Saliba, right?
Yes, I do. It should hopefully be out tomorrow because I finished it today. So yes,
amazing. So I said, you guys, we'll be back tomorrow, people, with the match day. We'll be live from 7:00. Yeah, 7:00 for the live watch along, and then we'll be doing the match review after the game. That is that, people. Big game tomorrow. Look forward to it. Champions League's back. And appreciate you guys. Big up everyone. Just quickly, if we qualify the top 8 of the Champions League, 100%. Yeah,
we'll have a week spare. That's important. We finish in that top 8. That is important.
Really is.
We can't have extra games.
Yeah, I do not want to be playing 2 extra games, mate.
You can't have an extra game.
You never know, because there's some big teams in that.
Exactly. So
yeah,
we can't afford that.
We can't afford to risk that and get knocked out before even the last 16. How embarrassing would that be?
Dreadful. Yeah.
Absolutely dreadful, wouldn't it? But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, the last time we went on a Dubai trip, right, was last season, obviously.
Yeah, but come on, I don't think it's fair to say do they deserve it. Just everyone does it just to get a little bit of refresh. It helps them. It's not like it's a reward or a trip. It helps them because they don't forget they do train out there. It's not like they just go on holiday or something. So no, I don't think it's fair to say whether they deserve it or not. No.
Yeah, I mean, well, last season we came back and we started firing. So
we've been doing that. We've been doing that a lot since Arteta's arrived. Actually, we've been doing that a lot.
Yeah, we have
in previous seasons. No, I think it's good for them.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna try and redirect, guys. Yeah. So Zia is live, right? All right. Let me quickly redirect to Zia, guys, before we get out of it. My brother Zia every single time. You know what, Liam? You need to remind. I could keep forgetting to redirect to people. You know, I'm gonna have to try and get in the habit of doing every single stream. So, you guys, we're gonna redirect to my brother Zia. I think he's doing a watch on for Saudi. So, like whatever these Saudi teams or wherever it is. So, make sure you guys go over there and put in the chat. Just put. I see what's put in the chat. Put Mancini is the GOAT. Put that because he can't stand Mancini. People, put that in his chat. Yeah. Put Mancini is the GOAT, and then he'll realize what will happen. Of course. So. We're going to redirect to my brother Zia. Make sure you put that in, guys, yeah? If you go over to there, it's going to send you right over to there. Put in, Mancini is the GOAT, all right? Make sure you guys do that. Let me quickly work out how to do this again. I always forget. Customization, that's it. So, yeah, we're going to redirect to my brother Zia. Guys, appreciate it every single time. Everyone who tuned in. Thank you for, I think we've got 45 likes, so I really appreciate that from you guys as well. And, yeah, we're going to go and redirect to my brother Zia right now. Seb, thank you very much, mate, for coming on, my friends.
Welcome.
And I'll see you obviously next week for another show. And yeah, thanks, guys. Take care.